You're listening to Systemic Error Podcast. The failure was designed.
Whistleblowers expose Trump's Kennedy Center scheme in new bombshell claim, based on an article by Adam Lynch. The Kennedy Center was turned into a patronage outlet, a public institution captured. The New York Times reports that renovations at the Kennedy Center were rushed to fit Donald Trump's event schedule, with whistleblowers saying federal contracting rules were ignored and work began before contracts were awarded. The beige-tile bathroom stunt, the name on the marble facade, the no-bid work, and the 5-year flooring deal are not random quirks. They are evidence of a government turned into a loyalty pipeline. Who actually had power? The power here sat with Trump and the people executing his preferences. The White House complained about tile color. The center reorganized its procurement rules. Contractors moved before paperwork existed. That is not an accident chain. It is what happens when institutional actors decide that proximity to presidential favor matters more than process, law, or stewardship of public money. The real decision was patronage. The most revealing detail is not that a bathroom floor was redone. It is that the floor was redone because the White House did not like the color. That is governance reduced to personal taste. The same logic appears in the no-contract painting, the facade lettering, and the 5-year, $8 million flooring award. The source points to a procurement system that can be bent into a rewards structure for connected firms and compliant managers. Misdirection by design. The Times rightly notes the procedural violations, but the larger political problem is easy to miss if the story stays on the level of contracting irregularities. This is not bureaucratic confusion. It is deliberate boundary breaking dressed up as urgency. Officials invoke deadlines tied to national celebrations, then use those deadlines to dodge competition, weaken oversight, and funnel work toward favored vendors. The public is expected to admire the pace while ignoring the capture. The new rules were the warning. The Kennedy Center's November 2025 procurement policy matters because it codifies the escape hatch. Its vague standards for immediate award and compelling business interest are exactly the kind of elastic language that invites abuse while pretending to be governance. When institutions write loopholes broad enough to drive favoritism through, they are not reforming procurement. They are laundering discretion. What this story really shows: the source describes a single venue, but the pattern is larger. Trumpian rule uses public institutions as personal property, then relies on weak oversight, procedural fog, and obedient middle managers to make it look normal. Senator Sheldon Whitehouse's inquiry is a start, not a solution. The deeper lesson is uglier. When power is organized around personal loyalty, public contracting becomes a political spoil system, and institutions that should resist simply learn how to accommodate. You've been listening to Systemic Error. Thanks to AlterNet for today's article. With the automated voice of Marcus, thanks for listening.